Welcome. I'm Chris T with the Inner Buddha, and today we examine how to gain maximum benefit from any text. Whether you're reading the Bible or Quran or another holy text, perhaps a trade manual that teaches you a new skill, or my guide to enlightenment and legendary life, if your objective is wholesome, this instruction will help you achieve it very rapidly. So to begin, we need to know what we're looking for in our book, and the word benefits provides that detail. It is actually an amalgamation of two ancient words, bene, which means goodness, and fits, which means today what it did thousands of years ago. It matches us, or our objective. So we are looking for the goodness that matches us, or our objective. Proceeding from that point, we now open the first page of our book, and we are looking for the bene that fits. We seek the whole sum of wholesome because that is all of the bene. And as we identify each wholesomeness within this guidebook, we ask, does this fit into our model? Does this help us achieve our goal? If the answer is yes, then it is bene that fits, and we integrate that. If it's not, jump past and look for the next bene. As we move through this book, our model advances very rapidly because we can see where all the pieces fit, pop them into place, and move from bene to bene. We're having fun because we're recognizing all of the goodness and progressing very rapidly. Eventually, we get to the end of our manual, and our model, or understanding, has advanced significantly. It is at this point that we ask the question, do we need another iteration? Did we get nugget after nugget of brilliant wisdom out of this book, or were they sparse? Because if there's lots of nuggets and we advanced a lot, chances are we can go through and extract a bunch more. So that decision leads us to another iteration, where we are again looking for the whole sum of wholesome and determining, does the bene fit? Integrate that into our model, move through the book at a more rapid pace because it's already familiar. And when we get to the end, the question is, were there a lot of nuggets or just a few? Because if there were a lot of nuggets, a third iteration is worth our time. And if there were just a few, well, we might be ready for a more advanced guide. That brings us to an interesting question. We read lots of different books, and we've been told, oh, read the holy books, you'll find everything in there. And at umpteen 100,000 pages, it's no wonder. Yeah, there's probably nothing you can't find in there. Well, I don't know if we all have multiple lifetimes to spend on those books, so one of the things we can do is we can look for the passages that are at our level. If we find those, we should note that the bene fits regularly. And we're getting lots of benefit out of what we're reading. Now, if we're looking at our text and it seems to be guiding us backwards, we're already at the point of, loving all that is, and this is saying an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, and fight back if you need to. Whoa, that doesn't look right. That might have fit a while ago. That might have fit somebody who was going to try and annihilate an entire group of people just because of one belief. But it doesn't fit us now. Well, what do we do? Because that's the holy book. Well, the ancients had an answer for that. They said, don't follow Lucifer. Well, what is Lucifer? Luce is Latin for the light. Se means moves away from. And fer means bearing. Lucifer is that which moves away from bearing the light, and it can be a scripture or an individual. If something or someone is causing us to move away from the goodness or the light, that is a Luciferian text. Don't follow it. Now, are those in the Bible? Are those in any good book? Yeah, they're in all of them. Why? Well, because for some people, that is an advancement. And for some, we've moved past it and can set it aside. It's not wholesome for us anymore because we're already past that level. Now, what does that mean with regard to our texts? Well, we should be rather discerning then, shouldn't we? And how do we do that? Well, simple. Extract the benefits. Always look for the good. Bring that into us. And that's all there is there for us anyways. So it's pretty easy. Now that's a very simple learning technique, but see how powerful it is. You can use that to realize greatness in all aspects of life. I have a lot of techniques to share with you. The ancients were brilliant beyond what most of us can fathom today. And I put a lot of that in my guidebook. So pick up a copy of Be Your Greatest Self, The Guide to Enlightenment and Legendary Life. You'll find it on Amazon, and it is a brilliant starting point. Also, take a look at my other videos. But first, like, subscribe, and share this one so others can learn what you've just learned. Until I see you in the next video, I'm Chris T, signing off. Namaste.